G'day and welcome to another video with BetterPix. Hope this finds you really well. Today we're going to have a look at the color mixer panel or tab, depending on what you describe it with within Adobe Camera Raw. And the beauty of the color mixer tab is it basically allows you to adjust with quite a level of detail and control various colors within Adobe Camera Raw. So let's get into it. All right, let's have a look at the layout first. So you can see the color mixer tab here that I have selected, and we've got two options at the very top: mixer or point color, and we're going to get into what those differences are. So with the mixer, you can see you can adjust what's called HSL, which is hue, saturation, and luminance. Now you can look at those as separate panels if you want, or you can select all and have them listed like so. So that's a really good option to be able to, control the layout of how the color mixer panel looks. All right, so you can also go under the adjust HSL, which is the hue, saturation, luminance, or color, which just basically allows you to select specific color ranges and make those adjustments with hue, saturation, luminance. So you're actually achieving exactly the same thing. If we go back to HSL, you can see all of those colors are there listed, and then the hue, saturation, luminance are under separate headings. With the color, you simply select the color and then you've got the hue, saturation, luminance. So you're achieving the same thing. It really just comes down to which layout you prefer to work with. For me, I tend to work with HSL, and not for any other reason than that's what I started working with, and that's what I've gotten used to. So, but the outcome is going to be no different. So don't feel that one is going to give you an advantage or disadvantage. They will both achieve the same things. With point color, what you've got here is a little sample point color eyedropper, and when you select that, you simply click and it selects the color that you want to work on. Now the nice thing about that is that you're selecting specific colors to the specific image that you're working on, rather than working within a predetermined color range. So that just allows you to have a little bit more color accuracy specific to your image. You can also select that point color eyedropper again and select another color within your image, and you can keep doing that. It's a really nice feature, and as I mentioned, you can specifically select colors within your image, and allows you to have a little bit more accuracy around those colors. And of course you can go back, select the color that you want to work on, and then you've got that hue, saturation, and luminance option again just below. So plenty of options there, which is a really, really good thing. Also important to have a look at a little slider that we have at the bottom here called range, and you can see when I click and drag that, it's just going to increase the range of colors within or around that color that I've selected within my image. So that's a great tool to, expand the color range if your initial selection isn't giving you everything that you want within your image. So make sure you remember that that one's there. That can be a really handy tool. You can see you've also got on the right hand side here a little bit of a slider that affects your luminance. So luminance, as the name suggests, is what you could describe as brightness. So if you drop, it's going to get darker. If you increase, it's going to get brighter. And then of course with your saturation or intensity of colors, as I like to describe it, decrease is going to remove color intensity, increase is going to increase color intensity. Now that's an extreme adjustment. You can see how quickly the image falls apart, purely for demonstration purposes only. With the hue, you can change the nature of the color. So while that part of the image that we've selected you could describe as blue, being the sky, when you select and change that, you can see it changes the actual color of that sky or that color that you've selected. If we go down to this other one, you can see it does exactly the same thing. So that sandy sort of area that was originally what you describe as a yellowy orange, you can change the nature of that color, the saturation, and of course the luminance. Excellent. All right. So if we go back to the mixer, what we have is predetermined colors. So red, orange, yellow, greens, aquas, blues, purples, magentas. That's going to cover a lot of scenarios, and that's a lot of options to choose from. You can see if I select the oranges, if I was looking at selecting and adjusting this sand at the bottom there, we're achieving pretty much the same thing, but obviously it has to fall within those color predetermined colors for it to work well. Saturation is exactly the same. reduce saturation, increase saturation. And then luminance, as I said, is equivalent to brightness, increase and decrease. So remember, with that point color, you can select specific colors within your image, which is a great thing. And then with the mixer, you're selecting based on predetermined colors. As I mentioned, those predetermined colors are going to cover most scenarios in an image. However, if you want to go for a more accurate selection of color, then the point color might work best for your workflow and for your images. So Color Mixer is a great tool, particularly if you're wanting to work within specific colors within your images. You really can use it to refine those colors and get the outcome that you're exactly looking for. So check it out, have a play and have an experiment with your images, and let us know how you go. Thanks as always for stopping by. Of course, any comments or questions are welcome in the comments below, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.